Welcome back. In this video, we are going to work on getting the delete button to work. But first, we need to have an ID that we can use to figure out which item we are actually removing. And also, we are going to need an ID because we are getting this error over here that we don't have any key set up on this list. So we need to fix that as well. So for that, I am going to use the library UUID. So let's go to the terminal. And here we need to stop the terminal by pressing Ctrl C, and we need to install the UUID library. So for that I am going to write npm install UUID, and let's start the server. Now we need to go to new to do form. So let's go to the code. So this is a new to do form, and we need to assign the ID while creating the task. Okay, so let's assign the ID here. So first we need to import the UUID library. So import UUID from UUID slash version 4. Okay. So now we have the function UUID that we can use in here. So the to do which we are creating will look like this: dot 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 this dot state, which is just a task, and here we need to give the ID which is set to UUID. So we are making a new object, taking everything in the state and adding in an ID that is some random ID we are getting from the library. So now let's save this, and if we go to to-do list, what we can do is when we return this list of to-dos, we can add in a key. So here we need to write key equals to to-do dot ID, and our starter to-dos don't have any IDs, so I'll just remove this. Let's save this and let's go to the browser and let's start making some to-dos. So this warning has gone, and let's start making some to-dos. Get up in the morning, go to gym. Our error is gone from the console, and if we see in the React DevTools, so let's go in React DevTools, and if we click on to-do list, so here in the state you can see the ID has been generated. This contains the UUID, and individual to-dos now have a key. Okay, so now we need those IDs to help us to remove particular to-do. So let's write the method in the to-do list that will actually remove the to-dos given an ID, and we are going to do a this dot set state, and we are going to update the to-dos. This dot state dot to-dos dot filter, and we are going to filter all of the to-dos that are not that ID, meaning filter out the one with that ID, and there should only be one that has that ID for each to-do. So I will just call T and an arrow function, and it will check T dot ID which is not equal to the ID that has been passed right here, and that will set the state. This will return a new array, and now we need to bind this remove function. So here we need to bind the function this dot remove equals to this dot remove dot bind this, and then we are going to pass it down to our individual component to the to do. So we will call it remove to do equals to this dot remove. Let's save this. Here we don't require a square bracket, so let's remove this and save this. So now we need to go to todo.js, and inside this button we need to write on click. So on click equals to this dot handle remove, and we need to define this function. So here we need to write handle remove this dot props dot remove to do. So we need to access the ID in the to do component. So how do we do it? So let's go to the browser, and add some to-dos. And if I go to the React Dev Tools, and if I click on the to-do, so here you can see we have a task and the remove method. The key is not something we really have access to. Okay, so we need the key here as well. So we can pass it in as an ID as well. So inside the to-do list, here after the key, we need to write ID equals to to-do dot ID. So this is the same thing which we have done here. We have to do it here as well. Now we have a prop inside the to-do, and I can pass in this dot props dot id, this dot props dot id, and can call the remove to do from the parent. So let's save this, and we need to bind this function. So for that we need to write constructor props super props this dot handle remove equals to this dot handle remove dot bind. Let's save this, and let's go to the browser and check. Let's close this and let's add some to-dos, and let's click on delete. So if I click on delete button, it's not working, so I have done a mistake. I have given on click method on edit button, so let's remove this. So I'll cut this and I'll paste it here, and if I save this and if we go to the browser and if we add some to-dos, and now if I click on delete, so it will get delete. Okay, again we'll try, and if I delete this, it will get delete. So it's working now, and we have completed the remove functionality. So this is it for this video, and in the next video we will be working on the edit functionality. So see you in the next video.